I think that for me, I couldn't wake up and read the paper every day if I didn't think that I was doing everything I could to try to prevent what's happening.
Yeah, and I would say for me, it's not just a feel-good thing. We have to really be careful in this work to not just be patting ourselves on the back and saying, "Wow, maybe I'm really, making an impact." It goes much, beyond this kind of self-gratification of me trying to feel okay. I can, go to heaven now because I did my good deed. I think that there's a responsibility, especially in our generation, to be aware and active about our future. Everyone talks about this being kind of turbulent times, and I really think that's true. And I think that we do hold a certain responsibility, and I'm willing to do my part.
I think it's a luxury to be paid to do this work. This is work that so many people are doing because they are feeling the impact, and so it's about their livelihood right now, and so they are activists. So many people are doing this work because it's the right thing to do.
Over the last couple of years, just reading and paying attention, I realized that the Friends have the right way. Peace through nonviolence. So once in a while, I volunteer.
I'm volunteering here for the AFSC, and I belong to other anti-war groups. I volunteer when people can use me for various activities against the war.
The AFSC was founded in 1917. It was originally a committee of people who were opposed to World War I and wanted to serve in different ways. One of the core values that the AFSC advances is nonviolence. Nobody is the enemy. We work with everyone. We acknowledge that, which is divine and human in every human being, and that I think is what inspires everybody within this organization. Yeah, The Cost of War is the AFSC's newest exhibit, a display of 10 banners, each of which has $720 million written on it, which is the daily cost of the war based on the calculations of Nobel Prize winning economist Joseph Stiglitz. That's the number we use. And so it says $720 million, and then it shows what $720 million could buy. So how many Head Start programs for children? How many university scholarships? How many elementary school teachers? How many children with health care?
The thing that struck us about these banners was that all this money is spent in one day.
This is the first time that it's been in our region. This is last week was a launch of the exhibit in our region. So we were just going to areas that were the most visible, that had high levels of foot traffic, that we were able to have the widest audience in the metropolitan area in the city.
And if you can see what you can do for the same money, that was a striking reference.
The Defund Refund campaign is pretty basic, and what it says is we urge Congress to stop funding the war and start funding human needs at home. And there's a direct trade-off if we're spending hundreds of billions of dollars in, blowing things up, rebuilding things, in non-bid contracts to who knows who, which ends up doing who knows what. We will not have the money needed for financial aid, Head Start programs for kids, affordable housing, etc.
And this one is very much focused on tax dollars and where they're going, and that people should be aware of where their dollars are going through their, voting, but also people should have a say in where it's going. And right now, a big chunk of everyone's paycheck is going to, or their taxes are going to this war.
As I'm actually like pondering on this, one day of Iraq war equals to $720 million. How is that possible?
You're paying troops. You're providing vehicles.
We don't even have a billion
technology.
people in the United States of America. So how can we pay $720 million a day?
We need to be very realistic and very truthful about what this war is actually costing us, both immediately and in the long term, and what it costs in terms of human lives.
Where would you want your tax dollars to go? What is it important to you? What is it that you'd like to invest in this country, in the world? You know, what are your values?
I mean, you get so much information about this war, you tend to forget what's really happening, and then suddenly you get it brought to you in very simple facts.
I can't understand what's happening in Congress now, why they're not doing anything.
It's just foolishness, but a lot of people make a lot of money out of these wars.
But I think that even without being able to concretely measure the impacts, it's really rewarding to know that I'm taking part, a small part in a wider movement.
I'm Martijn van Overbruggen. I'm Dutch.
My name is Regina Nugent.
My name is Steve Keller.
Each person has a choice to participate in the current historical moment, and or not. And choosing to participate is a more meaningful life. How do you know you're making a difference?
Do you think that you are?
Are you making a difference?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I hope so.